A German master painter, an auto body painter, tried to paint this frame and messed up. Everything which could go wrong went wrong, and my job is to save the frame and to solve this issue. But at first, let's check out what went wrong. And the most common mistake auto body painters do is they do no prep work and they don't strip the frame. Can you see the yellow area? That's the original paint of the frame, and maybe you can see it on the camera how glossy this part is. There's absolutely no prep work made and the frame is not stripped. And there are much more issues like major paint runs. Can you see these paint runs here? Check this out. And also on top of the frame. Can you see these paint runs? And yeah, the painter applied much too much clear coat because he used this flaky base coat, this effect base coat, and he tried to bury the flakes underneath the clear coat and applied much too much in one go. And the result is a lot of paint runs. And the paint job's also much too rough because the clear coat was not able to bury all these flakes. It's more than a nail file. You can file your fingernails. That's how rough the clear coat is. Super bad. And it's also the same on the shock mount and the rocker. The surface is super hard and the masking is super bad. Check out this masking. You will see these areas. And it's absolutely not how it should look like. Can you see this, the rough surface of these parts? And on the rear end, there are parts where there's absolutely no clear coat. Here's absolutely no clear coat. Can you see this? You can see the base coat underneath. Here's a little bit of clear coat, and here's no clear coat. And yeah, there's also the original paint underneath. You can see it here, the light yellow paint job. And yeah, that's not how a pro painted frame should look like. So what can I do with these parts? The only option I have is to remove the failed paint job and to remove the original paint job on the frame and then start them from scratch. That's the first step. Let's do it in the meter blasting cabinet. Yeah, that took some hours, and now we have three categories of parts. The first one, the main frame itself, made of carbon fiber, ready to paint. Then we have the rear end, bare aluminum, also ready to paint. And now it gets a bit difficult because we have the shock mount and also the rocker, and these parts are still anodized. The painter did a horrible job because you can't paint on anodized parts. It's much too slick and much too hard. No primer will adhere to the anodizing. We have to remove it, and that's the next step. Yeah, all these parts are stripped but not masked, and if you think it takes minutes, you are so wrong. It takes minimum an hour masking all these bearings and all these parts. And what I can recommend is make yourself comfortable, listen to your favorite podcast or whatever you like. Take your time masking all these parts absolutely perfect, because the better the masking, the better the quality and the better the rebuild of the bike. I have not only different types of material, also different colors. The client wants a matte black frame, but candy purple aluminum parts, so I have to mix two primers, a white one for the aluminum and a black one for the black carbon frame. That's mainly the same primer, it differs only in color. Link in the video description. I start with the black, then I mix the white, change to the paint booth and apply the primers. And the primer I'm using is a 2-component primer, so I have to add also hardener. In this case, 5 parts of the primer and 2 parts of the hardener. The next step is super boring, it's just wet sanding. What you need is wet sand rod, a wet sanding bucket and a scotch pad and a lot of time, maybe an hour. And why do we have to wet sand? Because we have to roughen the surface for a better grip of the next layers of color. If you don't do that, colors will peel off over time, and to prevent that, we have to do the wet sanding. On these parts I have to go with a 3-stage paint job. That means I'll need 3 layers of color. At first the base coat, a silver, then the candy purple with a spectacular effect, and the clear coat to save the color. Let's go! Yeah, that's the effect I like to achieve, the candy color. Candy colors are translucent or transparent inks, and they give this absolutely juicy effect. That's what I like to do. And I'm using the Createx Candy 2.0. And yeah, if you like to buy it as well, link in the video description. So let's mix some color. And the last paint in this purple game is the clear coat. Let's go. The purple parts are done, but I still have the frame, and what's next is also super boring. I have to sand down the complete frame and maybe re-primer it because it's still in rough condition. So I take 600 grit, wet sander and a wet sanding session, maybe an hour and a half, and maybe re-primering the frame. Next round of primer, let's go. Yeah, guess what's next? Another round of wet sanding party. Frame looks pretty decent, but there are some minor spots which needs a sanding. And it's also good for adhesion. You can't paint on a primer which is absolutely dry. So you have to crack the surface, you have to sand it down. This time with 800 grit, let's go. All the sanding is done and the frame is smooth like a baby spot, but I found also 3 little pinholes. You can see them here. And these happen when there are gaps in between the carbon fibers, and sometimes the filler is not able to fill all these little holes. So we have to do it with carbon putty before I can add the color. Let's give these areas also a quick sanding. I did my lunch in the meantime, waited half an hour, so the putty should be dry. And yeah, let's sand it down until the surface is super flat in these areas. And then we are good to go for the color. Don't forget to degrease your frame before you start to paint. My fingers are so absolutely degreased from all this sanding, it's not necessary, but I'm using a dust wiping cloth to remove the dust, and then I can apply the color. And the definitely last paint in this game is the 2-component high solid matte clear coat. Let's go! And you are totally wrong if you think I'm done with the paint job. Now I have to do an absolutely nasty job. I have to remove all the masking without damaging this cool color and the paint. And that can be a pain in the ass. So I have to take my time and I have to do it properly. And here we are after 5 days of work. The goal was to give this ruined frame a second chance and a second life. It was totally ruined by a German master painter, an auto body painter, and my task was to correct all these mistakes you have seen. The client wants a matte black frame, that's what it is now, high quality paint job. And for the rear end, the rocker and the shock mount, the client wants a match of this anodized purple ring. So I painted all these parts in a purple candy color, and I guess I matched the color as good as I can. Now you can judge, have I done my job right? Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned how to paint the frame the correct way. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.